What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Welcome back to another video. Now, we've been experiencing a weird time in crypto. I guess it's not weird because it's part of the normal cycle, but definitely weird for a lot of people because every single year we're like, it's the next year. The next year is going to be the altcoin season. Next year it's going to explode. We're waiting on these things to happen. And I think some people are confused as to why it's not happening and when this is going to happen, and some people might have just given up. A lot of times you see that final shakeout, and that shakeout looked like it came and went, and now we're starting to see that pick up and the movement in the right direction. But there's still a part of it that doesn't really line up with the fact that it's altcoin season, because it's not an altcoin that's leading the market, and it's getting stronger and stronger. So let's have a discussion on the overall market, and also the discussion on when altcoin season. When are we going to see this? When are we going to get our gains that we all want to see? Are we millionaires yet? Because honestly, you look back from 2021 all the way until today, we've had many videos that have come out and said, look, we're waiting on altcoin season. When altcoin season does happen, we're going to see a massive uptick. We're going to see millionaire statuses. We're going to see opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, which we're not wrong about seeing the opportunities, because seeing, things like Caspa explode during that time period, amazing. Seeing Terra Luna Classic get to levels where you can invest $43 all the way up to, I could have invested $500 and made $300,000 off of just, my position that I had now, right? Or what I was doing now, right? So that would have been amazing. Also, you can see many meme coins that were blowing up on the Solana chain, on the AVAX chain, on the on Cardano, on many Cosmos, many different plays that are out there that are just created, and you see the explosion. And we're talking about hundreds of thousands of percent. We're talking about millions of percent as well. Many opportunities that are out there. So we weren't wrong about people becoming millionaires, because there are some that have become millionaires during this kind of uptick that we've seen in the last year or so. But it's still not altcoin season. So let's talk about that. Guys, if you could hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links that are down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to take full advantage of altcoin season, I know it could be risky with leverage trading, but feel free to check out my link down below for Margex, because with Margex, you can trade things like Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, all that up to 100x leverage if you find the right opportunity. You can trade XRP at a 50x leverage. You can trade Jasmine Coin at 50x leverage, and even meme coins at a 25x leverage. Now, I do not recommend that you start out if you and trade with a 25x leverage, 50 or 100x leverage. I recommend, if you could do the lowest leverage possible, 2x leverage, that's a way to get introduced. However, you can do a 5x leverage on Margex, and it's still low enough to where you can have wiggle room and you can be wrong a little bit and still end up profiting in the end. So feel free to check out my link down below for Margex if you guys are interested in taking full advantage of altcoin season. Now, where does the market stand right now? The market currently stands at a $2.35 trillion market cap, up 2.36% over the last day. Now, this is great, because if we look at September was around the highest, I think, was 220s, or 2.2, and you're seeing this up in the 2.3, almost 2.4 range if you round it up, right? So we're getting back to where we felt comfortable, where we feel great at. But it's still not to the level where we're like, this is an explosion, right? We need to see a $500 million worth of a gain, $1 trillion worth of a gain in the overall market. Now, if we dig into more detail, as CoinMarketCap has so kindly laid out for us, you can see the gain there. You can see the volume and how it's an increase of 10% over the last 24 hours. It's up to 78 billion. Now, what we typically want to see in the volume to kind of tell us altcoin season and FOMO and all those things are happening is a 200 to 300 billion dollar volume day, and also see it up in the $3 trillion market cap level, and hopefully a lot further from that, right? 4 to 5 to 6 to 10 trillion dollars, and how much people are getting into cryptocurrency. Also, fear and greed. We are currently more towards greed. It is neutral. It's at 58, but it is more towards greed right now because we're seeing a lot of positivity that's going through it. But in the last month where we saw the beginning of September, we saw a lot of fear that was happening, and then it started to flow into greed because we saw a little bit more positivity. At the beginning of October wasn't really the most positive. Things were coming down by tens of percent. So we definitely saw it shift more towards fear, but now we see a little bit more greed that's happening here with a lot of the positivity. If we look at the dominance, this is something that I always like to point out. The dominance is kind of key to whether altcoin season is truly happening. Right now, Bitcoin's dominance is at 57.77%. You're seeing Ethereum at 13.56%. Bitcoin's dominance being at 57% or almost 58% is not what we want to see for altcoin season to truly happen. To see all of our positions that we're currently holding explode, we need to see Bitcoin's dominance decrease, meaning that other things are increasing a lot more than what Bitcoin is. We're still not there yet. We're still not at altcoin season. And when we see that start to come down, that's when we know that altcoin season is at its peak, right? Previous peaks where we saw altcoin season, Bitcoin was at like 40 or sub 40% dominance, which I believe this altcoin season we should see sub 35%. I want to see sub 30%, just because there are so many other opportunities out there and so many things that people are creating on that it's a no-brainer to why we would see more and more dominance elsewhere. It doesn't mean that Bitcoin still can't be dominant with 30% because nothing else in the market will be up to that level, but you will see Ethereum that comes up there and makes a move. But it doesn't mean that that's even going to be at 30%. That might only be at like 20%, or it may surpass Bitcoin. You never know in how people view it and how people hold it. But right now, Bitcoin has that nostalgia and store of value that a lot of people are just continuing to hold, and they will continue to hold. So Ethereum is up by 3% over the last 24 hours, 10% over the last 7 days. 9% for Ethereum over the last 7 days, and 24 hours is 3%. BNB is about 3%, 5% for Solana, 0.6% for XRP, 13% for Dogecoin, which is always great to see, 2.2% for Ton, 3% for Cardano, 4% for Avalanche. Shiba Inu is at 7%. So it seems like meme coins are definitely making more of a move right now, which is always great. Dogecoin is up quite a bit. You have Mogcoin, you have Cat in a Dog's World, Brett, you have Floki, all of these in the top 100 that are kind of looking at larger gains, right? Either 10% or closing in on that level, right? Pepe is up there as well. You have Dog with Hat, you have Shiba Inu, Popcat, all of these meme coins that are definitely making huge moves right now, which is fantastic. But those aren't the utility coins that kind of lead the market and move us into what altcoin season can truly be. Yes, it can create the popularity for people to now invest that money into other places, which most likely are going to invest into Ethereum and BNB and AVAX and all of those, because most people, and again, I'm just throwing out, a statistic here, but most people would rather invest into other projects rather than just Bitcoin. Bitcoin is kind of boring for a lot of people. Just like investing into the stock market, people would rather invest into individual positions like a Tesla or an Nvidia, or rather than investing into an ETF. Even though an ETF will give you that consistent growth, they want what's popular, what's fun, and what's going to give them that excitement. And that's what you see in the crypto market. So again, where do we stand? We stand in a place to where the election is coming up. It could be a massively positive thing for crypto, and it should be. We also have, different things that are happening with the SEC versus Ripple and XRP still being labeled as not a security, which is big for XRP. We have ETFs that are coming on stronger and stronger, but ultimately we're going to get to a point to where we have all-encompassing ETFs, meaning that people are investing into the entire crypto market just by investing into this one ETF, which would be really cool. We're also going to have an XRP ETF, a Solana ETF, individual ETFs probably before the all-encompassing ones, but it creates more consistency, more traditionalist investing into it, and more eyeballs, more attention. So the crypto market is in a great spot. Is it in absolutely perfect shape and definitely not going to see a downturn? I can't say that that's the case because we understand that crypto is definitely speculative for a lot of people and can be hit or miss on given months. But we are expecting the altcoin season to truly happen in 2025, whether it gets kicked off in 2024 or it just springboards in 2025. We're looking for that larger pickup during that time period. So let me know what you think about altcoin season and where we stand, what we see coming forward, how this is going to grow, and what you believe the overall market cap is going to get to. Whatever question you want to ask me, feel free to put down in the comment section. Whatever you want to say, feel free to put down in the comment section. I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out my link for Margex. You guys are interested in that, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.